Ukraine drones target St. Petersburg in attack Russia calls unprecedented. Russia authorities say Ukraine has launched an unprecedented attack on and around St. Petersburg. Thus, the city hosts the final day of Russia's annual economic forum. More, the, more than 140 drones were shot down over the surrounding Leningrad regions. Governor Alexander Dorozdeskov said, while the city governor Alexander Belglov urged residents to remain indoors for the first time since the war began more than 4 years ago. Ukraine's president said his forces had seized Reuters arsenals and a naval base in what he called a just response to Russian attacks. It comes a day after Vladimir Putin told the forum there was no point in meeting Vladimir Zelensky, who had called for direct talks on ending the war. Map of Ukraine's varying regions under Asian military control cited red limited control in red stripes and claimed control cited yellow as of 1814. The regions of Luhansk, Donetsk, Zaporizhzhia, Kherson, with almost all of the Luhansk sided red and much of the other three provinces also under Russian controls. Crimea, which was annexed by Russia in 2014, is also marked as under Russian control. Major cities leveled in called Kiev, Kharkiv, under Odessa. Source ISW. Governor Dorozdeskov said Ukraine's attacks had caused a fire at an unsophisticated military facility and that residents had been evacuated. The also said bleeding had sustained insignificant damage. Zelensky said his country's drone had covered a descent of 1,000 kilometers 620 miles to the St. Petersburg region. Target the enemy navy's arsenals and a base in Krynstadt, the main outpost of the Russian Navy's ballistic field is located in Kronstadt. According to Zelensky, an oil depot 500 km 310 miles away in the southern Krasnodar region was also hit as part of Ukraine's Los Angeles sanctions, a euphemism for strikes on Russia. The commander of one of the Ukrainian units involved in the drone strike told the BBC said that it was very easy to hit targeted inside Russia. You fly in Russia like it's were on territory. Almost no resistance, not hard to reach a target even when Karams, commander of the 430th Regiment Raid of Ukraine's Unmanned System Force said. These last-minute attacks follow Ukraine's strikes on the outskirts of St. Petersburg as Putin's flagship economic forum was getting underway just days earlier. The major forum designed to attract foreign investment into the country to door thousands of gates from 130 countries, including a low-key US delegation, the first for many years. In his open letter to Putin on Thursday, Zelensky called for the ceasefire and face-to-face negotiations with the Russian leader to end the war, which began with Russia full-scale invest into 2022. He wrote that would be wrong to simply wait for the conflict to once again become the focus of USA attention. President Donald Trump has been involved in efforts to mediate and to the conflict, but the war with Iran has recently taken precedent. Speaking at the Economic Forum on Friday, Putin refused the request for a meeting with Zelensky and reiterated his position that a truce would only allow Ukraine to regroup. He said he would only end the war when Russian calls had been made.